matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tar Heels will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback keeps it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll run this play from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Makes the grab on the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the move. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one splits the uprights. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, fires downfield. Connection to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out.
On the set.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Pulls it in, it's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. No huddle offense to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll move the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gets it out fast. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here.
Green 25, belly stunner.
To the air on first down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Get set, get set. Lion, dino. Gorilla.
Wants to throw it. He wants to go deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Nichols. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Quick release by the QB. Across the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play for his team, wants to make something happen. You don't get very many opportunities to do it in a football game, and he did the exact opposite. Created a huge momentum play for the other team. That one's going to sting him.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To throw, it's Baker. It's complete to the left. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. And the Tar Heels have taken it inside the 20. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Carolina!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Stanford, 0.
Running to daylight from inside his 25. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Cardinal will take over 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
Good enough. First down.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grab near the marker. It's Davis. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Stanford! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run deep down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Stanford 7.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another. They're trailing by 14 to UNLV. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the outside. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Hauls it in. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
Grabs it inside the 15. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Stanford quickly to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off inside the 45.
And because of this guy's athleticism, you've got to find so many creative ways to let him carry the football. You'll see it on zone reads. You'll see it on draws, designed runs. How about the old-fashioned bootleg, though? Let him use his speed out on the perimeter to the right, and he sets off a huge...
Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. It's Stokes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Scrambling away. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The play-action fake. Looking for an open area to his left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! He'll try to tack on one more. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one. Hauls it in. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they did tack on the extra point. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Stokes. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here comes the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Right back to it. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quick strike complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Caught behind the line. It's Clark. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UNC! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Here's the pressure. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Stanford, 21.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
this is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Reels it in down the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. He's going to let it go. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Ready up. 29 Philly.
Off the play fake on first down. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Now facing a third and long. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just...
Taking it the other way. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline.